Hello again.
To our Megamind podcast. So Jada, how did you enjoy Megamind this year?
I didn't even watch Megamind.
Oh, you didn't even... Come on.
I'm sorry, we can't talk about Megamind today.
Alright, I'll make you watch it next week.
Okay, but I'll still forget probably.
John Green's in it.
Yeah. He is?
No, he's not.
Hold on, wait a second.
He's not.
There's
a character that looks like John Green in Megamind.
Oh, okay. But like, I mean, white guy with glasses. There's a lot of people that look like John Green. So, I don't know. That's no offense to John Green, but like, love John Green, you know? Anyways, what a bad start to this podcast.
Hello, my name is Melissa, and I am your anime nerd for today.
Hello, my name's Jada, and I'm your relative anime expert for the day. And this is Weekly Girls Anycast, a weekly anime podcast.
Alright, so let's get into the news.
Oh my god. Okay, but first, how was your week?
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't watch any anime except for literally today. Today I just blasted through everything, so I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was looking at the history and I was like, she hasn't been watching any of the stuff for this week yet.
I've been busy. I had to go back to work. Yeah, that's it. I kind of just had to go back to work.
I did my usual thing. I watched all of the stuff that I had to watch. So yeah, let's go into Otaku, the news.
Okay, so what is Flavours of Youth? I don't know what it is.
Flavours of Youth is, it's basically a series of 3 short stories, like 3 animated shorts by the people who made the movie Your Name. Do you know what Your Name is?
I do know Your Name, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I think it was like, I'm not sure if Makoto Shinkai actually did the directing for this, but like, yeah, it's by the people who worked under Your Name, and it looks very much like a Makoto Shinkai film, so very beautiful, very atmospheric, a lot of feelings.
What's it about?
It's pretty, since there's like 3 separate short stories, it's not like one full movie, it's like 3 separate short stories, so...
Is there like a theme?
Not really. It's like the usual slice of life stuff, so...
Oh, that's why you like it.
Yeah. But yeah, like, there's a lot about talking about your past and, like, memories, and, like, the second one is about a model, and it's about overwork and, like, trying to handle what you want to do as a career or whatever, so I thought that was pretty insightful. That's all I can really say. It's like, I thought it was really good. If anybody listening to this likes Makoto Shinkai and has Netflix, it's on Netflix, you should give it a watch, because it's very good. I thought it was very good, at least.
I trust your opinions on stuff like this.
Should you really trust my opinions on this stuff? Because I feel like my taste is very different from, like, a stereotypical anime fan. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, a lot of anime fans are more into, like, the super... fantasy genre or like sci-fi or whatever, but I like slice of life, so like,
I mean, that's a really popular genre too. Like, a lot of people gotta like that too.
That's true. Okay, yeah, but like, you should watch it. It's like, the animation is beautiful. Like, the first short that you watch in the film, it's like, it's so, oh my god, there's such good food animation, like, because it's about rice noodles. Like, this guy and his relationship with rice noodles and how it attributes to his life, which sounds pretty like weird, I guess, maybe. Upon first explaining it, I don't think people would think, oh, that doesn't make sense, right? But, like, it's actually very touching. And, like, it gets really, like, there's this part where this dude gets, like, his leg gets fucked up.
Okay.
Like, the tendon in, like, his, like, I don't know which, I forget. It was either the left or the right leg, but it gets, like, totally cut off. So, yeah. Spoilers, but, like, yeah.
Yell spoilers after you spoil.
Sorry. I do that all the time, but like, yeah. Just watch Flavours of Youth. It's very good. I guess the next thing we want to talk about is Smash Direct. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet, so I watched it this morning. Oof. Are you a Smash player? I don't even know.
There was a point in time, well, like, in high school, I went to my high school's games club.
Oh.
Like, a video game club.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know
and
that.
I watched people play Smash, and at like birthday parties I'll play Smash, but I'm not a chronic Smash player. Like, I'm not a super fan.
I see.
Yeah.
I would say I'm like just a little bit above a casual, where it's like I practice. I'm not very good, but like I practice and I want to get good professionally, and I have a lot of friends who play professionally.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I do. Like they play in tournaments and stuff. So like
Wow.
I know a lot of like terms and everything, and like I understand how the game works on certain levels.
Yeah.
So like watching this Smash Direct was really, really interesting. Like there's a lot of things that I just like, and a lot of things I have no opinion on.
Okay, so like, tell me your thoughts then, because you're gonna be better than me at this.
Yeah, yours is Flavours of Youth minus Smash. First, they have the introduction where they kill off Luigi. Great, get him out of here.
Yeah,
No-
I was like, oh my god, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, what the heck? They literally
just
killed off
killed
Luigi.
Luigi.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I was like,
man,
dang, he's
Sakura.
dead, because they literally showed his soul leaving his body.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, what the heck?
When I first started watching, because I didn't know anything about the direct, I had no idea where it was going. I was just like, so is Luigi gonna like get a new stage or like get like new powers? And they're like, no, you just kill him. Kill him to introduce the Castlevania guys.
Oh my god. That would be funny if like they actually killed him, like they took him off the roster just to put more characters on. That would be so sad.
That would be really funny because the most professional person I know mains Luigi.
Oh my god.
It would just be funny if the new Smash took out Luigi. That's...
Oh my god. He's like, I can't play anymore. They took off my main.
For the Castlevania intro, like, I have never actually played any Castlevania games, so, like, that personally didn't get me any hype or excitement. And he's a brawler, so I don't play brawlers. I'm more of, like, a swordsman person.
Oh, okay.
So, like, neither Richter nor Simon got me, like, oh my god, the Castlevania guys. I was kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not really experienced with Castlevania. I only watch Gabe Grumps play it. Like,
yeah, same. I think I've seen that playthrough, or, like, one of the playthroughs. I like how they're doing things with echoes. So, like, an echo is basically just a character that is the same character, like, the same movesets. It's basically the same character, just, like, a different skin. And they have, like, so many, because now they're adding every single character, so it's, like, Peach and Daisy, Grum and Lucina, like,
oh yeah.
Samus and Dark Samus. And it's like, I like how they have the thing where you can have them as two separate characters, or you can just, like, layer them on top of each other, because that's how it should be, because they're not actual characters with a bunch of different stats. They're just different skins with different, like, voice actors. So, the fact that you can put them into one character, I like that. I think that's an improvement from the past games.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One thing that I got excited about, particularly, mostly because I'm a fan of the series, is that Crom's in Smash now.
Right.
He made it! He made it. Everybody on my Twitter was, like, freaking out because, like, I follow a lot of, like, people who actually courted Crom in Fire Emblem Awakening, and they're like, he made it! My husband! and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I can't wait to play Fire Emblem Awakening, because I actually main Lucina, and now that there's Crom, I guess I'll start maining him too.
Yeah.
But, like, if I play Fire Emblem, I feel like I'll have a better connection with these characters.
Yeah.
Instead of
Oh
being
my
like,
God.
ooh, I love this sword. Look at this fast character. Ooh, speed.
Yeah.
Stuff like stages, they introduced so many stages. Like, 103 new stages. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I feel bad, because, like, I only like playing on Battlefield and, like, Final Destination, you know, stuff where there's no nonsense.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
like, a lot of times I'll die from, like, a stage thing, and I hate that. It just makes me sad when you die from the stage and not from, like, another person.
Oh, yeah. Because you're, like, fucking around and then
Yeah!
it starts moving.
My friends don't play with, like, fun stages, so I'm just so used to just playing, like, normal Omega stages, and I feel bad, because, like, Sakura puts so much effort into all these stages, 103, and I'm gonna play, like, 2 of them.
I mean, like, you can always try them, right?
Yeah,
If you
that's
get the
true.
game, they're not going anywhere. So,
Yeah.
if you want.
And also, 800 soundtracks.
Yeah, I was like, dang, they're really making Super Smash Spotify. And I was like... Because it's like, oh my god, so many songs.
Yeah, they had
put,
the
like-
ad with a girl in her headphones putting the Switch in her bag, and I'm like, I'm not gonna carry around my $500 Switch like this.
I know, I was confused too. I was like, who's gonna carry around a Switch like an MP3 player, like, just listening to Smash, like, background music? But, like, me, I would, but Also, who would?
I was thinking, because it's like, that'd be good music to work out to, but I'm not gonna go jogging with a Switch in my pocket. That's so dangerous.
You can't even jog with the Switch in your pocket. It's too big. Unless you have, like, those cargo shorts pockets that are, like, super huge and basically your whole pant leg.
Oh, that'd be good. But then those are so ugly to run in.
That's true.
And then when you're running, you're just gonna hear, like,
yeah. And then it's, like, super dangerous because it's, like, since the Switch is kind of heavy, it'll be, like, lowering your pants down.
I like how it's dangerous because of that, not because, like, oh, what if your pocket opens and the Switch, like, flies out?
That's true, yeah. Public humiliation. Well, actually, technically they're both forms of public humiliation.
Yeah.
It's like, oops, my Switch fell out my pocket, or like, my pants fell down because my Switch was in my pants.
I just wanted to be healthy and also listen to my Smash music.
Exactly. But yeah, Super Smash Spotify, Triple S.
Is it King Cruel? Is it King Cruel? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it King Cruel or is it King K. Rule? Because I've been saying King K. Rule this whole time.
I'm pretty sure it's spelled K. Rule because you say cruel.
Oh, okay.
Although I actually have never played a Donkey Kong game. They say the name out loud. So I guess it could be K. Rule.
I don't know. That's just how I said it.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Because I was like, K is his middle name, right? Or like his first name?
Yeah, it's like an abbreviation. But then it spells cruel, so why would they do that if they didn't want you to say cruel?
But also, what's his first name if it's like K. Rule? It's like King Christopher Rule with a K.
Wait, is it Kong? Like, all of them are Kongs? King Kong?
Are there?
Rule?
But like, isn't that just a Donkey Kong thing? Plus, it's his first name. Unless he's like, I'll adopt this because of the Donkey Kong universe.
But then it would be King Kong, and he's a lizard. Wait, King Kong's not a lizard. Never mind.
Yeah, you're thinking of Godzilla versus King Kong. Or maybe that's the thing that they were going for.
Maybe, but then that makes no sense that he would be named King Kong.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, do you want to move on to the next news thing?
Yeah, because I've never heard of this one before until you wrote it down.
Yeah. So, there's gonna be a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
I had to Google search this, and the first thing came up was John Ralphio, or Ben Schwartz, but John Ralphio from Parks and Rec is going to be voicing.
I was like, I know
Sonic?
this guy. Where is he from? And then I remembered seeing like on my Twitter feed, a gif of him came up, and it was like John Ralphio. So, I
don't know how that's gonna work because I like the actor. I think he seems like a cool guy.
The original Sonic the Hedgehog voice actor. Hey guys.
Hey guys, stay
Chili
in school.
dogs. No, Sonic's like a rebel, right? So he'd be like, "Don't stay in school. Gotta go fast."
You're thinking of Shadow. Shadow's an edgy guy. Don't go to school, guys. Have some guns.
Shadow the Hedgehog had like a gun once, right? Like in one of the video games, he had a
Once?
gun.
Yeah, in his video game, he had a gun, yeah.
Yeah, I was so confused because I was like, what? And there's like the hard rock music in the background, I think. And he's just like, but like whenever I think of Sonic the Hedgehog, I always think of like Aaron Hanson's version of Sonic the Hedgehog where he's like, eat shit, gotta go fast. Chili dogs. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jim Carrey's gonna be Eggman.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this, but also this is probably the perfect casting.
Are you for real? Because
I feel like, I don't know, because he can do like a bunch of voices, right? And he's pretty like
smoking,
wacky.
I don't want to learn anything else about this movie. Anything else that comes out, it's gonna be worse.
It's going to release in November 2019, I think.
Good, that's the only good news. Maybe I'll be dead by then.
I'll be dead by then. Freaking Sega. Who made the Sonic games? I forgot.
Sega.
Clearly, I'm not a gamer. Whose idea was it to make a Sonic movie?
Jeff Fowler is directing the movie.
Was it one of like, I think they have producers from like Deadpool or something. That's what I saw.
Yeah. Deadpool director Tim Miller is executive producing. Hey, want to hear something bad?
What?
It's a hybrid of live action and CG.
What?
You know, like everyone's favorite movie, the Garfield movie?
Oh my god. This is gonna be the new age Garfield movie, but it's gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god, is it gonna be like somebody's pet hedgehog turns into Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
And then they have to go through regular day life with their pet as Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
Or is it gonna be like the Muppet movie where it's like all the Sonic the Hedgehog characters with like people in real life?
It's gonna be like the Fairly Odd Parents movie where all the charm of having a cartoon character is just ruined by the hideousness of CG.
I mean, like, there's some pros and cons to CG animation.
As long as they keep, like, the style, like the Captain Underpants movie, that was a good use of CG animation, because it was cartoony. Mm-hmm. But,
like, superimposing it onto, like, live action, I think that might serve some problems, unless the production on this is, like, billions of dollars. My god. Do you think anybody's gonna see the Sonic movie?
I feel like I'm gonna.
Really?
I mean, you have to see the trailer first. If the trailer looks terrible, then I'm gonna go see it.
Oh my god. You just specialize in seeing terrible movies.
Yeah. The plot will revolve around a race to recover Sonic's rings. So perhaps the rings are a metaphor for Sonic's manhood.
What?
It's gonna be a buddy cop movie. Okay, everything I read about it gets worse. Let's move on.
Wait, a buddy cop movie? Yo, I hope Shadow the Hedgehog makes an appearance with, like, his gun. And, like...
I hope all of them
That'll
make
be
an
funny.
appearance.
Yeah, Amy.
Miles per hour.
We're just listing Sonic characters now.
Yeah, but I want to see Knuckles.
I want Knuckles from Sonic Boom to appear. I love Knuckles from Sonic Boom.
What a weird redesign. I guess he didn't really have a character originally. He was just like Sonic's
He has fingers
friend.
now.
Yeah. Now he's like the buff dumb guy.
Yeah. But I like that about him. But like sometimes he says like deep shit.
So what's your favorite series of all time? Last time we talked about our favorite series of like just what we're watching now, but favorite series of all time. Go.
Okay, wait, I'll let you go first.
Me? I'm not an anime person though.
I mean, like, I feel like I already know that it's gonna be Boku no Hero, so...
I mean, I feel like I have to say it because I haven't watched or read enough. Like, I'm even just thinking of the ones I watched in high school, and I don't even remember any of them, which means that they probably weren't, like, you know, hidden home. Can I say Avatar The Last Airbender? Is that... Okay?
Yeah.
It's not an anime!
People are gonna be like, that's not anime.
It's
but
not.
Like, it's pretty anime-ish.
It's a cartoon that's anime-inspired, but it's not an anime. Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
That's not an anime either. That's like Americanime.
Yeah.
Anime-ish shows that were made in America. What about Teen Titans?
Teen Titans is also anime-inspired, but a cartoon. What about Puka?
Puka's Chinese.
Damn it.
But then we can go into like what counts as an anime and whatever, but like I don't know if I want to go into that right now.
Honestly, my line is just drawn it's not even the style, it's just if it was made in Japan by like a Japanese studio.
Yeah, but like I think a counter argument for that is sometimes they outsource like work to studios outside of Japan. So like people like say a Japanese studio will outsource their work to a Vietnamese place or like somewhere in China or something. Like that happens sometimes.
That's fair.
So,
but I feel like if it's the studio, I feel like my biggest thing is just the studio. Like studios make the difference, I guess, if it's a Japanese one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like they're the ones that are deciding all the, I don't know, big decisions. So
like they're like the front running producer of the series.
So I don't know. I guess I'll have to say My Hero Academia.
Okay, yeah, I kind of predicted that. Okay, so I guess we should do my favorite ones, which is gonna be they're all pretty much the same.
You're saying it like plural.
I mean, like, okay, there's like this is so hard because the way that I categorize my favorite series is that I would be able to rewatch them like a billion times. Mm-hmm. But also there's different anime series that pinpoint different parts of my personality. So I think like I definitely have a top 5 like but I think my number 1 right now would be Sound Euphonium.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, really? I feel like I've talked to you about it. If you go into my anime Twitter, I, like, tweet about it multiple times a month. Even when I'm not watching it, I'm just like, Sound Euphonium was the best thing that I've ever seen. Like,
okay, so I googled it and I just see a bunch of cute high school girls with instruments.
Yeah, so it's basically an anime about concert band.
Wow, I used to be in concert band.
Yeah, so I was like, I was gonna recommend it to you after you finished like more of the series that I've recommended to you. Like after you finished Silver Spoon, I was gonna recommend that as like a slice of life sort of coming of age story thing, because even though on the surface it's like, oh, this is a concert band anime, I think it's really about the coming of age story of the main character, Kumiko Omae. I've rewatched this series like lots of times, and I think the themes that they touch on it in the show are pretty important to me, because like the main character Kumiko, she has to handle what her passions are and like dealing with improvement. It's very hard for me to explain because I have so many like feelings about it. I feel like if I wrote them down, I'd probably be able to be more coherent about it, but like if you ask me in real life, I'd just be like, it's very good, just watch it. It's also very sad and dramatic. So definitely my favorite series right now is Sound Euphonium. A close runner-up would be Silver Spoon, which you're watching.
I am.
I deeply love Silver Spoon. Like, it's one of my favorite series of all time, I think. Which is weird because when I originally watched it, like, I originally watched it on Netflix. I watched, like, the first 7 episodes, and I was like, I don't know. So I put it away for a while, and then I picked it back up, and I was like, this is amazing. I love it. I just like slice of life coming-of-age stories. Probably because I'm in my 20s now. Basically, if you meet me in real life, I'm gonna recommend Sound Euphonium to you no matter who you are, because I think it's one of, like, the best slice of life animes out there, because... just because of, like, the scope and, like, what it talks about. And also, there was, like, an issue with the show, I think, because I think a lot of fans were like, oh, it's queer baiting, because some of the characters, they're definitely, like, gay lesbians, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't really think to call it queer baiting, because it's, like, it's anime, and they don't really care about that stuff.
I see.
So, yeah. It's my opinion on Sound Euphonium is very loaded. So yeah, watch Sound Euphonium. So beautiful.
There's another segment we have on here. We're gonna do manga recommendations. And by we I mean Jada, because I don't read.
Well, like I was when I pitched this idea to you. So basically, it's gonna be BiMonthly Manga Recommendations. The acronym for that is like Bummer.
Oh.
Technically, because it's BMMR. Yeah, so basically, what this segment is going to be is twice a month. Each of us, I was thinking each of us, so that you actually get to read stuff and, like, recommend stuff to the listeners. If there's anybody listening to this podcast. But, like, we'll be basically talking about what we've been reading, because manga is pretty important to being an anime fan, I think. Some people may think otherwise, but, like, I don't know. Reading manga is good because some of the stuff doesn't get turned into anime.
So, what have you been reading?
Oh my god, what have I been reading? I mean, like, I've been reading a lot of slice of life.
Take a shot every time you say slice of life.
Actually, no, though, because I've been trying to branch out and go into more seinen, so I've been reading slice of life and stuff, but I've also been reading seinen stuff, so like Golden Kamui, Vinland Saga, and all those series. I think the recommendation that I'm going to do today is Sweetness and Lightning. Do you know what that is?
No.
So basically, Sweetness and Lightning is about this math teacher who has a kid, and his wife has died, like, just recently. So he's trying to get by, trying to feed his kindergartner, who is, like, she's super hyperactive. She's, like, the cutest thing that you'll ever see. She loves, like, magical girl shows and stuff. At the beginning of the series, he doesn't know how to cook, so initially he's just feeding her, like, bento boxes from the convenience store and whatever. But then he meets this student that he has, and, like, her mom is, like, a famous chef. And basically, like, with her, they do cooking lessons and stuff. So it's very wholesome, has a lot of good food shots. And I think since summer's ending, I think it's, like, a pretty good recommendation, because, like, we're slowly fading out of summer, and, like, a lot of people are going back to school, and it's just, like, a good manga to, like, just chill out and relax with. And, like, also there's, like, a lot of good food shots, and I think in the first few volumes of the manga there's actually recipes, so you can, like, cook the stuff that's being made in the manga. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, and also one thing to mention, Sweetness and Lightning actually has an anime adaptation. I think on Crunchyroll. Yeah, on Crunchyroll, there's a few episodes up there. It's like the season that they broadcasted is done, and I don't think they're gonna be making any more. But it was 12 episodes, and they basically took like a few chapters from the manga and they animated them and then broadcasted them online. You can watch it, and it's very good. That was my bi-monthly manga rec. So hopefully next time in 2 weeks at the end of the month, Melissa will have
Oh my god.
something to recommend.
Can I just recommend a normal book that I've been reading or whatever? Because I'm probably like, you can be like, when am I gonna find manga? I'm gonna I have like a Kobo full of like 20 books I haven't read yet. I'll try.
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna joke recommend whatever I just read, like literature wise.
Yeah. I mean, like I can do a recommendation of manga like every month, but like we'll see. I just want you to read more stuff.
It's hard because what am I gonna do? I was gonna pick something random and read it, and if I don't like it, I'm just gonna say that on the show. Like I read this and I did not like it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, but you know what's like what's funny? I think most recently, like I finished a manga that I read online, and the title was "Why Not Be My Dog." Yeah, it's like it was super sketchy, but like the art was really good, and like the story ended up being really cool. But like, yeah,
I think I'm gonna end up trying searching for the worst one I can find, and that will be my bi-monthly manga rec.
Oh my gosh, and you can talk about how bad it was.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm about.
So
okay, so now let's get into the reviews.
We can start with My Hero, because I feel like I don't know what your opinions about Cells of Work will be today, so I'm nervous. So let's just start with something that we both know.
Okay. So the most recent episode, this is, like we said before, not spoiler free. We're gonna be totally full of spoilers.
Yeah.
Just, I really enjoy the Kaminari focus in this episode.
Yes! My boy, Kaminari Denki.
He was really good. I like how he's really stupid, but then, I don't know, I like how they showed him with his like new outfit and like with his new weapon, and then it pays off in this episode where it's like, haha, jokes on you guys. This is my.
It's like I actually learned something, guys. Yeah. Don't underestimate me.
And I like how it came about from like protecting his friends, Bakugo and Kirishima. That was really nice.
Yeah, Baku Squad.
I thought also that the Izuku, Ochako, and Sero plotline was really anticlimactic.
Yeah.
They like hyped it up and then it went nowhere.
I read the manga for this part. I think I'm still ahead because they're just now going into the part that I'm still reading. Like the rescue operation part of the exam. But like in the manga, I was like, finally, we're gonna have some Sero stuff. But then they totally glossed over it because they moved to the meatball guy.
Yeah.
And like the Bakugo stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more Sero.
I think he's an interesting character. I think he's really cool. It just felt weird because it was like they were building it up so much. It's like, I don't know, like, teamwork or like, Deku or like, whatever. It's like, we can all pass. And then it's like, in like 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. Like, he was given like 3 minutes of screen time. It's like, we thought of a plan and it worked. Yay.
Oh my god. That last part though, like, with Aoyama and Ida.
Hey, does that just, confirm that he's the traitor? Because there's something sketchy going on there.
What? Okay, say what's on your mind, because I want to hear.
Because they like showed snippets of like something of a backstory, but it was incredibly vague.
Yeah, he was just like, "Mom, Dad."
Yeah, they just show him saying "Mom, Dad," and then like how he wants to stand out, and then that's it. And how the idea of shaping his dream through his actions really like got through to him, but not anything beyond that. Like, we're given a taste of like, there's something deeper going on here, but no actual substance, which makes me very sus. It's getting me suspicious here.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to talk about something that we said in the last episode when we talked about the traitor. I noticed something in the opening.
No?
Like at the end of the opening, when it's like right before they do right before they go into the episode, like the frame the last frame, it's like the group picture where everybody's there. Hagakure is in the front.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, I just noticed that, like, she's, like, directly in front, and, like, you can see through her, like, at everybody, and I was like, are they hinting at something? Because it's like...
I don't think so.
I know I said something pretty dismissive about Hagakure being the traitor, and I was like, are they hinting about something through the opening? Because is it supposed to hint people are seeing through her or something? I don't know.
I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I feel like it was just like a thing where it's like if she wasn't in the front, and you can't really see where she is in the group picture.
That's true.
Also because like
I didn't even notice her until now. Like I just noticed the gloves and the boots, and I was like, oh, oops.
You didn't know? So. I noticed. I feel like they just the openings also change like every like half a season, and this half season seems to be focused on like passing the exam part of it. So if they were hinting at anything deeper, it wouldn't make sense to put it in this season's opening because this season doesn't have like so far this season has it's not going to have anything to do with like the League of Villains. So I feel like that'd be really weird if they were trying to hint it in this opening for this like season.
But I think like I haven't read that far ahead, but I think they could hint to something like at the end, like in the in the season finale, like towards who the traitor is or something. I don't know. I'm not up to date on the manga, so I can't really say anything. But I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, and also like, wow, how did I not notice that?
Yeah, how did you not? It was pretty obvious.
I'm sorry, okay? She's invisible.
I know, but you see the movements of her hands in the boots. She, like, does a peace sign or something.
I don't know.
Oh, speaking of Harakure, I'm so glad that they actually gave her, like, some kind of power. Near the end of this episode, she has, like, some kind of reflecting power, and I'm like, whoa, look at that. She does have something.
She does stuff besides hiding.
Yeah, besides being invisible. I don't...
Yeah.
Like, I know there's a lot of talk about, it's like, how did she pass the initial test to get in? Because it's like, she's just invisible. Like, that's her. She's not strong or, like, fast. She just, you can't see her.
Yeah. Going into the rescue operations, because I've read ahead, there's gonna be some more Shinketsu, like, school stuff going on.
I feel that. There's nothing...
Just to tease that.
Well, there's the weird one that is super powerful, more powerful than Todoroki, and seems to have, like, a grudge against him. There's, like, the weird girl who just, like, can turn into somebody else. The morphing girl? Yeah, the morphing girl who's, like, this obsession with Deku. The guy who hates Bakugo. Like,
oh, yeah.
These kids just seem like assholes. Like,
yeah.
Chill out. You're 15.
I just thought that it was interesting that they deep dive into the fact that there's other hero schools, because I think a lot of the time, like, sometimes the viewer can forget, like, oh, this is a broad world and it's not just UA that is producing heroes and whatever. Okay, so do you want to talk about Cells at Work, which I'm bracing myself for because I feel like you're gonna roast it.
I mean, I still kind of think it's dumb.
Okay.
These episodes were about, one of them was about influenza, and then the other one was about the parasite with the Eosinophil.
I have no idea how to say that word, by the way. I'm a life science student. I took immunology, and I don't know how to say it. I think it's eosinophils.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
There must be an easier way to say it.
As I was watching these episodes, a thought hit me that I feel like should have hit me beforehand, and it was, these episodes are super dramatic. How much of this is satire? Like, how much of this is, like, actually poking fun at anime? How much of it is, or, like, is it all just, like, unironic? It's just, like, this is just how dramatic it is, because that's what it is.
Okay, I don't know about the satire part. It doesn't seem like a satirical show. It's more just, like, haha. I think it makes it more interesting than, like, those demo videos that they show in lectures where it's like the cell like slowly engulfs the freaking things, and it's like going like so slowly. So I think it's like to make the viewer more engaged, it's like high pace
and like over the top.
Yeah.
Cause like
and it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny to watch.
In the third episode, it's cause like the naive T cell like gets activated and he becomes basically a JoJo character with his like hair that springs up and then he like multiplies and then he gets punched in the face and flies away, and I'm like, okay, like this isn't serious. Like, obviously this is very like, everyone's aware how like, everyone that's writing and drawing this is aware how over the top and ridiculous this is, right? Like,
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, the publication that it is, I think it's in a shonen magazine, so it's to appeal to... It's appealed to young boys and stuff, so I love how they tackled, like...
Basophil?
Yeah, the basophils. Oh my god, that was so
in my
smart.
notes I wrote down, why did they make him like that?
No, it's because they even mentioned in the show, because nobody really knows what the basophil contributes to the immune system, so they made him all mysterious. So I was like, yes, that's so smart. So I was like, yeah.
That was pretty funny. I think he's my second favorite new cell after the YT cell.
Oh, really?
Just because it's just, yeah. I don't know what, like, I get, okay, it makes sense why they made him like that. Like, but I was just like, I can't believe this. Can't believe how ridiculous this is.
Yeah. I feel like it's pretty much the same. Like, it's pretty ridiculous, but, like, I don't know. I like the ridiculousness of it. It's just a fun time. I just like having fun.
It is just a fun little show. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't binge watch it, and I probably wouldn't rewatch them unless I need to study or something. Yeah, I have, like, a good amount of fun just, like, breezing through them.
Yeah. Oh, just to add on to this, like, so it's being serialized as a manga, Cells at Work, and there's a spin-off manga, which is called Cells at Work Black, right? So basically, it follows, like, it's the same concept, but except everything's, like, way darker, because the body that they're in is, like, this guy who smokes, he has, like, a lot of stress, and he eats a lot, and he has high cholesterol. It's, like, about the body. It's, like, pathology and how there's, like, larger threats and how cells can, like literally die, even though, you know, cells die every day, but, like... I just thought that was, like, a cool spin-off thing that happened, and, yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. In anime news, like, they said that the first part just finished, so if anybody wants to read it, we're not getting new chapters until October, so if you want to read a darker version of Cells at Work that isn't so, like, the ridiculousness is still there, but it has, like, a darker twist, then... go read Cells at Work Black. Okay, so Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have, like, a couple notes. The first one is sad.
Oh, why? Why?
All the episodes are really sad.
Yeah.
Okay, not all of the episodes are really sad. The first episode, sometimes I forget how intense these episodes are. Mm-hmm. But then the first episode just kicks it off with Ed being almost murdered by this man.
Scar.
Who was, like, yeah, whose race was pretty much undeservedly, like, annihilated by human weapons.
Like, literally the government.
Yeah, and I was like, I forgot this series was super sad.
Yeah. What are your opinions about Scar? Because, you know...
I don't remember much about him, and I don't know too much about his motivation.
Yeah, so, like, just initial thoughts.
I think he's a cool villain. Or, like, a cool antagonist. I don't want to say villain, because I already know... Listen, the way Hiroma does things, I already know he's not going to be, like, villain. He's obviously going to have, like, legit reasons to do what he does.
Yeah.
But I think he's an interesting antagonist. I think he has a cool design. I think it's... The way he talks and the way he proclaims himself to be a messenger of God is also very interesting. Mm-hmm. He acts differently from, like, everybody else in the series, which is very revenge-driven.
Mm-hmm. But I think, like, his revenge is very sorrowful.
Yeah.
Because even after, like, I think in episode 4, after he kills Shotoku and Nina, he leaves and, like, he doesn't want to kill Nina. Like, he's very mournful about it, and he's like, I'll end your misery here, right? Yeah, he's like, just after the first introduction of him, he's pretty complicated, and then episode 5, they kind of delve deeper into his character, and, like, it intrigues the viewer, right? So, like, any other thoughts on Scar, or are we gonna move into episode 6?
No, we can move on to episode 6. Well, they basically find this doctor who went missing in the war, and it turns out he's, like, hiding out in this little village, and he has kind of the secret to the war, or the Philosopher's Stone, I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
he ran away because it sucked, and the war sucked, and the government's evil.
But you don't know what happened exactly. You just know that he did something bad previously, and like he doesn't want to get hunted down because of the past things that he did, which is like, uh-oh, what did he do? You know what I'm saying?
I do like how they give very small characters, like a character could show up once and they're already given an incredible amount of depth, because like just very few sentences could be spoken to show like a true character's like basic heart motivations. Like I think the couple lines that really got to me were Marco saying like, I could spend eternity trying to atone for what I've done and it just wouldn't, it would still wouldn't be worth it, kind of thing. Which is, it's good. And then in the end, Marco decides to give Ed the secrets, or where his secrets are hidden anyway. Was also really, I don't know what prompted that. That was very interesting. Like, why would he do that?
I think it's because Ed proved himself like a certain way. Like, he was like, I've already been through hell, right? So I think he could put his trust into somebody who, like, maybe had similar experiences to him, but ultimately, like, they obviously have different experiences, but like I feel like he could empathize with Marco in a way that maybe like Armstrong couldn't, because I think he could just like tell that Ed's been through a lot of trauma, so he's like, okay, brothers in trauma, we can trust each other in this, or something like that.
Speaking about Armstrong, he was just the best in these episodes, like absolutely amazing. Okay, when they're at Winry's house and then like Grandma Pinako is like talking to Armstrong, and then Ed walks in, and Armstrong's just like, I can't believe it. The strength of you boys. I can't believe, just give me a hug. And I'm just like, oh man, I love Armstrong. He's so good.
Yeah.
He's just like a big, strong guy.
He's like a wholesome boy, but also hard boy. Episode 7.
This is where they find out the secret. So they go to their library, and where the secrets are keep being kept, and it's burned down. Oh no. But then they find this bookworm who has like an eidetic memory, I guess, and she read all of the things, so she does it, she like recreates all the notes for them, but it's, oh no, it's ingredients and stuff, recipes, and everyone's like, what the hell? But then the boys, they're smart, and they're like, nah, it's encrypted. They figure out that the secret, the big secret to the Philosopher's Stone, the thing that will get their bodies back, is live humans.
That's a pretty pivotal point in the plot, because I think they're totally gonna change how they're gonna get their bodies back now. Because they don't want to kill anybody, obviously. I thought it was interesting, like, what was her name? Sheska or something?
Yeah.
Like, she was such a fun character, even though her role was so small.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, it was so funny how in this episode, it's revealed that Ed actually has, like, a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Ed's actually freaking balling.
Yeah, because he's a state alchemist. They get paid.
But also, I think a lot of people forget that because he's like a kid.
Yeah.
So they were like, how is this kid putting away so much money?
I also think it's interesting how it's like so small gestures that show like how big hearts the boys actually have. Like, I hate shows where they just, like, tell you, like, someone's sweet, or they, like, show it through, like, cutesy actions or whatever. But, like, to really show that somebody has a good heart, it's to do something like that. Like, basically, Ed just gives her, like, a lot of money for no problem, and then he gets her a job just like that. Like, nobody's business.
It wasn't even, like, a big thing that he made out of it. He's like, oh, yeah, I can get you a job. I just liked how Al was like, you're not totally useless. Like, you may think that you're useless, but your skills actually have use in some areas. Maybe not in the areas that you were looking at before, but you still have use. Like, nobody's useless. And I was like, oh, thank you. Episode 8.
This one, I like action a lot. I know a lot of times there are a lot of stories where there's not a good plot and there's just dumb action. But this is a show with both good plot and a lot of good action, and I love the action scenes. This episode was just a bunch of action scenes.
Yeah.
So they find out that we're one of the laboratories that could possibly house where the Philosopher's Stone is made. And they go there and they like break in without telling anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
They find these 2 suits of armor, basically created the same way Al was created, and they like fight them, and it was awesome. I like the brother aspect with Slicer.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember reading that and I totally forgot I was rewatching it. Because it's like, oh, if you destroy this thing on my head, then you win. And then he basically gets the head off. But then jokes, it's two of them.
Yeah.
It's two brothers in a body.
And I like how he, like, totally turned on Ed. He was like, Ed did something dirty. He was like, ow, over there, or whatever. And then he was like, what the heck, that was so dirty. It's like, there's no such thing as dirty in a fight. And then he does the big reveal that he's actually two people. And he's like, what the heck? And then he was like, I thought you said there's no dirty in a fight. So I thought that was a good thing. Oh,
yeah, I like how, because they're brothers, anytime there are brothers in the show, you always have to make the comparison towards Ed and Al. But it's like, it's a quick way to get sympathy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they're brothers and they care about each other. Yeah. And then after you kind of like feel little feelings for these murderous brothers, like they basically suffer and die.
Yeah. That was the worst part. Oh my god.
Yeah, right? And then your hatred turns towards the two evil
homunculus.
Yeah, homunculus.
Yeah. I was like, that was the worst part when Envy was like multiply stabbing the freaking crest thing. Yeah. The blood crest, and I was like, oh, because it's like, I know he's a criminal and whatever, but like, Ed did such a good job at humanizing them that it was like tough to watch at the end. Just to add on, we get some deep thoughts with Al in this episode.
Yeah.
With Al and Barry.
I get why Al would feel that way, because he is basically nobody, and it's kind of hard to understand. Like, it makes sense because it's like he doesn't know for sure. But, like, it also doesn't make sense for Ed to, like, risk his life constantly for like, a puppet, or at least someone he doesn't care about. Because, like, even if he was a puppet that was made up, the fact that he would have somebody that cares about him so much, like, does it even matter?
Yeah, but, like, I think it's just good writing on Hiroma Arakawa's point, because I think you get to see that Al's been in this form so long that he doesn't know what's real and what's not anymore. Like, especially in previous episodes, like I think in the fourth episode when they're like sitting while it's raining and he's like, I wish I could feel the rain on my face, right? Yeah. Like, because he can't eat, he can't sleep, and he can't feel, right? So it's literally only his soul binded to the armor, and I think a lot of people forget the fact that that is just what he is. So I thought the puppet point was a pretty good... It's a pretty good way to develop Al as a character. Pretty deep stuff. Sad stuff.
It's a good series.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is just sad, man. Just a sad time.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Jeez.
Full Metal Alchemist.
The intro.
I hate those.
Full Metal Alchemist. The thing where it's like the...
Full Metal Alchemist.
The commercial break thing. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because I don't have commercials because of your account, so it's just back-to-back Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, if you watch it on Netflix, because that's where I watched it first, it's pretty weird. Especially, like, in the sub, because it's like, it goes from Japanese, and then the intro, the commercial comes, and it's like, Full Metal Alchemist, and it's like, whoa, what? Why is he speaking English? But yeah. I don't think it's that bad for me because I'm rewatching it in the dub. Okay. I know a lot of people might be like, oh, what the heck? You're watching the dub? But, like, the dub is actually really good, guys. Like,
I mean, if you're gonna rewatch a series, why not just watch the dub? Like, you already saw the sub. It's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, the dub's just really good. There's a lot of, like, controversy whether you should watch sub or dub, but it depends. Like, it really depends.
Sub or dub?
Me?
Yeah.
Like, what are my preferences?
Yeah.
To be honest, I used to be one of those people that was like, you should only be watching the sub, what the fuck? Like, but I think I've changed my opinion because watching more content and consuming more media, there's like a lot of jobs and there's a lot of work that goes into making dubbed shows, and it's like a pretty hard industry, and like especially what English voice actors go through. I personally, like, it doesn't matter to me anymore if a series is just coming out and like if I'm just watching it seasonally and the dub's not out yet, then I'll watch the sub. And like, I think I'll only watch the dub if I know that it's good, because sometimes dubs can be really bad. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I respect the dubbing industry, but like, I'm definitely still more of a sub person, but I appreciate dubbing work. So it's either or for me. What about you?
I agree with the fact that like people shouldn't be like snobby about it because like people do work hard to make the dubs good. But personally, I like watching subs more because there's it just feels like I'm watching anime. Does that make sense? Like I feel like I'm watching a cartoon when I'm watching it in English, which is fine because I watch cartoons as well. I don't know. I'm not on Crunchyroll to watch cartoons here.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean.
It feels more natural to read when I'm watching anime. That sounds really dumb.
Or like to hear
to hear it.
It or like it feels more natural to hear it in the Japanese, like the original way that it was supposed to be made. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. I'm also the same way. Because I was like, I think in some series, like, I can't... I just want to hear the original performance of the Japanese voice actor. The original way that it was supposed to be produced. So, yeah. I think that's valid reasoning. So, yeah. But don't be, like, an asshole about it. Don't be like, oh, subs over dubs forever or whatever. Just be, like, okay with it. Like, just be cool about it, you know? People work hard. The industry is suffering. Just watch whatever you want. So, to finish it off, do you want to do favorite character of the week? So, I'll let you go first.
Okay, this one was easy for me. It's gotta be Armstrong.
Oh my god. Okay.
He was the best in all of the episodes that he was in. He was just really good. I like how he just randomly takes off his shirt and everyone's like, why did you do that? There's no reason or explanation. And even if it comes at, like, a serious moment, it's still, like, a good little laugh. And also the fact that he's just a big, strong guy with a weird mustache. That's just his character. And it's a really good character.
I think I have a tie for mine for different reasons. So I guess I'll do two.
Okay.
Even though we're supposed to do one. So first, Ida. Because a very underappreciated boy, and he basically saved Aoyama's ass in the freaking fight. Because like, there's a scene in the most recent episode where he like literally pulls Aoyama away from the line of fire of a ball, and I'm like, dude, if he wasn't there, Aoyama wouldn't have passed. Yeah, and then my second would be Sheska, because everyone's useful, man. Everybody has a use. Don't think that you're useless. With that done. Thanks for listening. I almost said thanks for watching. No one's watching.
Yeah, no one's listening either.
That's true. Guys, just listen to our podcast, please. So that we can, like...
We have to be funny for people to listen to our podcast.
Hey, man.
You're a rock star. Get your game on and go play.
Go. Hey. Yeah. I mean, if people are going to watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, they might as well listen to this podcast.
Okay, yeah, but if I'm both people, then it doesn't even...
Sonic the Hedgehog has more value than we do. Than two real people. A blue hedgehog has more value than we do.
Come back next week where we talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, except in more depth.
And maybe I'll watch Megamind.
Yeah. We'll come back to this podcast. Let's rename it to where we watch things about blue characters.
Oh my god. Okay. Bye, everybody.